Hey, what's up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create an intermittent fasting weight loss plan for yourselves, which only takes a couple minutes. So if you guys are looking forward to that, go ahead and do me a favor by giving this video a like. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so step number one, you have to pick a schedule. And when I say pick a schedule, I mean seriously take the time to pick a schedule that will really work for you and one that you feel you will be able to stick to consistently and one that you feel won't be too hard, while also taking your job and work schedule into consideration. For example, the most common intermittent fasting schedule that people follow is 16-8. And the reason for that is because it's so easy. Number one, it has the shortest fasting window. Number two, it has the longest eating window. So if you prefer a schedule that doesn't require you to fast that long while also having a longer eating window, this schedule is perfect for you. It's also the most flexible out of any other schedule. So if this is the schedule that you're interested in, check if it's flexible with your job as well as your workflow, and if it is, go ahead and pick this schedule. Or maybe you consider yourself to be someone who can fast a little bit longer. If that's the case, go ahead and try out 18 hours. Just apply everything I said about the previous schedule into this one, and once you do that, you should be good to go. But maybe perhaps you consider yourself to be a boss, maybe even a pro at fasting. If that's the case, go ahead and try fasting for 20 hours, maybe even perhaps 23 hours, also known as one meal a day. If you feel like you are someone that can handle that and feel like that's something that can fit with your job and your workflow, then by all means, apply everything I said about the previous two schedules into this one and you should be good to go. I also want to say that every schedule I mentioned so far aren't your only options. You can of course adjust the schedule however you like, as long as you don't go below 16 hours or above 24 hours. So if you're not a fan of 16 hours, do 17. If you don't like 18, do 19, so on and so forth. Just make sure that you are doing the math correctly. So if you go with 16 hours, obviously you have an eating window of 8 hours, making sure that you are hitting 24. So if you go 17, that would mean you have a 7-hour eating window. If you go 19, that would mean you have a 5-hour eating window. You guys get the idea. Alright, so the next thing that we have to do when it comes to creating an intermittent fasting weight loss plan, we have to make sure that we are always in a caloric deficit, as well as being aware of how many calories we need to be consuming on a daily basis if we want to be consistently losing the weight. So basically, take your current body weight and multiply that by 13. That is approximately how many calories you should be consuming on a daily basis in order to lose weight. But if you would like to know more about that in detail, be sure to check out this video right here. And yes, that does involve you having to count calories. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of doing that, but just to give you guys some perspective, I know that we all have the option of eating healthy without having to count a single calorie, but one thing I will say is that throughout your intermittent fasting weight loss journey, there will 100% be a point where your weight stops going down, and that would be because you're no longer in a caloric deficit. Thus, you would need to count the calories to make sure that you continue to be in a proper deficit. Next, can you have coffee or tea during the fasting window? And the answer to that is yes, as long as you don't add anything that has calories like sugar or honey, but no, you can't have tea or coffee if you decide to put something with calories. And lastly, do you need to implement exercise during your intermittent fasting weight loss journey? That is always going to depend on you. Do you feel like you have the energy to add exercise into your daily routine, or would you rather just skip out on that and just follow everything else that I mentioned? If you ask me, I would say yes, because it helps speed up the process, but at the same time, if you don't feel like you have the energy to do that, it's completely optional. So I will leave that up to you guys. And one more thing, I know I said this was the last thing, but one more thing. What should you eat? And the answer to that is simple. You can eat whatever you want. But let's be smart here. When I say you can eat whatever you want, that doesn't mean you can go out there and start eating junk food and just go crazy. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if we want to be smart about creating our intermittent fasting weight loss plan, it's better to eat foods that are on the healthier side of things, because for one, they're lower in calories, thus you have a higher chance of staying in a caloric deficit, therefore making your intermittent fasting weight loss journey a whole lot easier. So there you have it, guys. That's how you can create an intermittent fasting weight loss plan for yourselves in just a few minutes. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. And if you guys are interested in learning if counting calories causes weight gain, be sure to check out this video right here. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. Are you guys ready to create your own intermittent fasting weight loss plan? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.